Hi everyone, coming to you from a very famous place in England called Stonehenge. Stonehenge is an ancient sort of structure of large rocks that nobody actually knows how they got there and how they were arranged. Okay, no one knows where the rocks came from, no one knows how they were able to be brought to where they are, and no one knows who the people were that actually built them. Okay, very mysterious place. So while we're at Stonehenge, it seems like an appropriate place since it's a very historical place in England. I wanted to touch on what we've been learning about so far with addition and subtraction. Okay, so think back a couple of weeks ago to our first bit of remote learning and what we were learning about in maths right at the start. Okay, so we started off with our basic facts, which is adding 1, our doubles, our tens facts, our facts families, and adding 10. That was the start of what we were learning about with addition and subtraction. Okay, then once we worked out that it was really handy to learn those ones and to know those ones, so to know what it was when you added 1 and to know our doubles facts, to know all the ones that equal 10 and how to turn around and use our facts families and how to add 10. Once we learned all those, okay, then we moved on to our derived strategies, which is where you use one strategy to work out another strategy. Okay, so our basic facts were the ones you had to learn. Okay, our derived strategies, you don't have to learn the facts or the sums. Okay, with these, you don't have to learn all of your near doubles, but you have to know what a double is and how to use it to work out your near doubles. Okay, and we also had our bridging through 10 and adding and subtracting 9. Okay, now what we've been moving on to this week in particular is our partitioning strategies, okay? And that's when we've been breaking apart numbers to add or subtract them more efficiently. Okay, like in addition, we can break apart both of the numbers that we're adding, okay, to make them easier to add. And then in subtraction, we saw yesterday, it's much better for you to break just the second number. More efficient to break just the second number up to subtract them, okay? Or you need to break up the first number, the higher number that you're subtracting, in a slightly different way to when you do it with addition. Okay, and we saw that that was much easier to do. Okay, and once you've got a handle on partitioning strategies, okay, once you're at that point, you can work out how to add or subtract any number, no matter how big or small. Okay, but you can't do that very effectively if you haven't got the first couple of strategies under control. Okay, so you really need, you have to start by learning your basic facts as well as you can. Okay, and that's why we've been playing the games that we've been playing, okay, to help you learn your basic facts. Once you learn your basic facts, then you can start using the derived strategies. It's really hard to use those if you haven't learned your basic facts already. Okay, and then once you've got your derived strategies under control, okay, and you know how to use those strategies, that's where your partitioning strategies can come in, and that's where you can use your partitioning strategies much more effectively. Okay, you can't really use these until you have your derived strategies under control, and you can't really use your derived strategies until you know your basic facts. Okay, so not lots of maths is about remembering things, okay, but your addition and subtraction, you do need to be able to remember your basic facts, okay, which is why we play those games that we do. Okay, so they're the things that in addition and subtraction we're learning about, okay. We're learning our basic facts, okay, to start with. Then we're learning how to use our basic facts to start making up our own strategies and make up more efficient strategies. And then once we know how to use those strategies, then we can start using partitioning strategies really effectively, which is why I want you guys to start challenging yourselves really well by going from level 1 to start with, and then having a go at level 2, and then finishing by having a go at level 3, okay, if you're up to that. Okay, I'd love to see you guys have the confidence to try. If you don't, if it doesn't work, if you can't get there, that's okay. Okay, and if you can't do it accurately, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, the important part is having a go and having that try at it. Okay, so here's our number talk today. 165 plus 38. Now you guys will know that that's taken a little bit of a step up in the size of the numbers and probably the size of the challenge for quite a few of you. Okay, but remember with the number talks, the focus isn't on the actual answer, and it's not on finding the answer. In fact, if some of you can't even find the answer, I genuinely don't care. Okay? What I care about is you guys being able to think of a way that you would work it out. Okay, which means for these ones, how would you break up these numbers to help you work it out? Okay, I mean, it would be very easy for you guys to just type 165 plus 38 on a calculator. Okay, but what I want you thinking about is how you would break up 165 and how you would break up 38 to be able to add them together. Okay, if you can come up with one way, that's awesome. If you can come up with 9 ways, that's awesome. Okay, it's not that different to adding up just a two-digit number, two-digit numbers which we were doing last week. Okay, except there's an extra 100 there. Okay, so I'm going to get you to pause in a moment and take 2 minutes to see how you can break these numbers up, okay, or how you can change these numbers a little bit to make them easier to add together. Okay, you can do that right now. Okay, 2 minutes is up. So, what did you come up with? How were you able to break up these numbers? Okay, remember, if you didn't work out the answer, I'm okay with that, and you should be too. The important thing is, how did you choose to break up the numbers to make them easier to add together? Okay, let's see if you found some of these ways and some that I didn't. Okay, 2 minutes up. Did you guys find some of the ways that I did today? Okay, and I don't reckon I found anywhere near all of the ways that you could have used. Okay, notice how some of these ways are shorter than others and some of them are longer. Okay, it doesn't matter as long as you can break it up in some way to use it for you. Okay, and notice how you can't see the answer in any of my solutions. Okay, that's because, like you guys, I wasn't even thinking about the answer. I was just thinking about how I could break these numbers up so that I could then work out the answer a little bit easier. Okay, hopefully you did what I did and didn't write the answer to any of these. Okay, so what I want you to do, and if you weren't able to find any, use one of mine. Okay, what I want you to do is use one of your solutions, okay, and actually find the answer to it. Okay, and see if your strategy to break down the numbers made it a little bit easier to work out than just trying to add these two numbers together without breaking them apart. Okay, I'm just going to choose two strategies in particular to highlight to show you how I could use them to work it out. Okay, so I know with this one down here, 100 plus 60 is 160, plus 30 is 90. Now I know 5 and 5 together make 10, so 190 plus 10 is 200, plus 3 is 203. Okay, so that's one of the ways that I could have done it, and that was by breaking all of the numbers up, all of 165 and 38 up to make them into friendlier numbers. Okay, the other one I'm going to highlight is this strategy right here. Okay, I noticed that 38 was close to a friendly number, okay, or one that I could add a little bit easier. Okay, so what I decided to do was break up 165 into 160 and 5, and then I decided I would add 40 because 40 is only 2 away and it's only 2 more than 38. Okay, so when you go from 40 to 38, all you're doing is adding 2 to go that way. Okay, but then of course before I finish I have to make sure that I subtract that 2 that I added on earlier. Okay, and then I have mine worked out. So 160 plus 40 is 200. Okay, plus 5 is 205. Take away 2 equals 203. Okay, so what I want you to have done, okay, and you can use one of my ways if you like to be able to add them up, is to be able to use one of the strategies that you've come up with to add it up and work out the answer. And hopefully you've arrived at the same solution as me. Okay? If you haven't, have a check through and see where you might have gone wrong in breaking up your numbers or turning one of your numbers into a more friendly number. Okay? Okay, so the game we're going to play today is we're going to play a game called Subtraction War. Okay, it's slightly different to the Subtraction War we've played so far though. So, you need a deck of cards. Okay, but you need a deck of cards with no tens or no picture cards. Okay, aces in this game mean 1. So if you get an ace, it means 1. Okay, so divide the cards in half so that you have roughly half each. Okay, if you don't have half each, that's okay. Okay, hopefully you'll win your cards back. Okay, turn your cards over face down. Okay, what you're going to do now is you're going to draw 3 cards each at the same time, and you're just going to lay them out in order. Okay, really quickly. Okay, your aim is to make a 2-digit take away a 1-digit number. Okay, to use for Subtraction War. Okay, so if I'm this player here, I'm just going to turn over 3 cards, and then a third one a little bit away. We might make a little bit of space for player 2. Okay, player 2 is going to turn over 3 cards. Okay. So we can see here that player 1 down the bottom, they've made 17, take away 3. Player 2 up the top has made 52, take away 4. Okay. Seems pretty clear that player 2 has won. Okay, the top player there has won. Okay, but we do want you guys to be able to work them out. Okay, now I know 52, to take away 4, I could just split 4 up into 2 and 2. So I could do 52, take away 2 is 50, take away 2 more is 48. Okay, now I should know that 7 take away 3 is 4. Okay, so 17 take away 3 must be 14. Okay, so player 2 wins. There's the rest of player 2's cards there. Okay, player 2 takes all of the cards and keeps them in a separate pile over there. Okay, so then we play again. Ooh, it's not looking good already for player 1. Only starting with 26. Okay, player 2. Oh, look out. Well, it's interesting. They're taking away 9, taking away a big number. So 17, take away 9. Okay. And then 26, take away 3. So 26, take away 3. We know 6, take away 3 because 3, double 3 is 6. So 6, take away 3 is 3. So we must have 26, take away 3 is 23. 17, take away 9. Now it's the same as taking away 10 and adding 1 more on because 9's close to 10. Okay, so 17 take away 9 must be 18. So player 1 wins the cards this time. Okay. Okay, just before we move on, what I wanted to do is show you just a screenshot of that second round that we played in the demo game. Okay, just to show you how we use our basic strategies and our derived strategies to help us in this game. Okay, so you'll notice here, player number 2 had 17, take away 9. Okay, to be able to work this out, we had to be able to first do our subtract 10. Okay, and then we had to be able to add 1 on. Okay, so this subtract 10 part is a basic strategy, okay, or a basic fact that we're trying to get you guys to learn. Okay, because we know that this is 17. Okay, so 17, whoops, done the wrong one. Let's get the eraser out. Okay, so because we know that that's 17, okay, take away 9. We could have also broken 9 up into probably 7 and 2. Okay, to be able to subtract that a bit easier. Okay, this one here, 26 take away 3. Okay, we had to recognise that 6 and 3, okay, 6 take away 3 was a fact family of our doubles. Okay, so we had to be able to turn 6 take away 3, and remember that that's the same as 3 plus 3, or it's in the same family as 3 plus 3, our doubles. Okay, so 6 take away 3 would have been halving. Okay, so half of 6 is 3. Okay, so that's how you're using your basic facts and your basic strategies in this game. Okay, long video I know today, we're almost done. Okay, we did need to make sure that we really had what I was trying to get through to you down pat, okay, by the end of this video. Okay, and remember, if there's parts where if you start doing your maths activity grid and you think there's something in the video that could help you, but you've forgotten what it is, you can go and watch the video again just to make sure you've got it really down pat. Okay, so now time to choose a problem from your maths activity grid. Okay, make sure you highlight the level. Okay, make sure you highlight the question number when you upload your response. Remember to choose a subtraction problem. Okay, and remember, okay, because you'll only have today and you'll only have Friday left, choose one of the hardest ones that you think you can do. Okay, so if you've been doing level 1, make sure you're doing a level 2. If you've been doing level 2, make sure you're doing a level 3 to really challenge yourself. Good luck. Catch you later.